Hey, Meghann, Scully, and this is the Limerick Post Show. And joining me now, two very important people for the Munster Fleadh, Annette O'Donnell and Liam Guiney. How are you getting on?
We're doing well, thank you.
All good.
Now, do tell me, how did you secure the Munster Fleadh for Newcastle West? Like, what goes on behind the scenes to make this happen?
Okay, well, I suppose, will I take that one, Annette?
Work away.
Yeah, I suppose just from a Colts point of view, the Munster Council of Colts, Corn and Moon, decide, I suppose, you have to put in a bid to secure the Munster Fleadh through a host body. So the host body this time was Limerick CCE, the County Board of Limerick Colts. So we put in a bid to host Fleadh on the Moon 2020 at the time, wasn't it? I think 2020, yeah. To host it in County Limerick. The Fleadh is rotating on a 5-year cycle. So it goes around to all the provincial counties in Munster. So it was Limerick's turn to host it in 2020. So we cobbled together a crew and we decided we'd apply for it from Newcastle West, as there had been a very successful Fleadh on the Moon held in Newcastle West in
2007.
Yeah.
It's funny because I went to the Munster Fleadh in Ennis a couple of years ago, and I just could not get over. It's so vast, and there's just so many people that are come from all over, not even just Ireland, I say all over the world. So how is it for you now, knowing that this is happening? It is 2022, restrictions are fully lifted. You can open up all of Newcastle West now. You can welcome all these people. So what is it like now? How are preparations going?
I can let Annette talk about the preparation one. Just before we come into that one, I suppose initially the Fleadh was scheduled to happen in 2020, and obviously COVID put a halt to that one. But then we continued as a committee to kind of work towards when the Fleadh would happen again. And I suppose we really only got the go-ahead to organise Fleadh on the Moon really kind of March time this year, that we knew it was definitely going to happen. So there was huge pressure on the local committee to try and, I suppose, put together a Fleadh. We had been working behind the scenes. Zoom was our best friend. So we had been working on how the preparations going, Annette, you think? We're still talking. That's the main thing.
It's very busy, but I suppose there is definitely an appetite for the Fleadh and for all events, and the town have been very supportive. Businesses are coming in behind us. Different groups in the town are coming in behind us. So it is all come together as a community, which is so positive, and massive well done to everyone in the town for that. And I suppose it's that, again, I suppose people have nearly forgotten what a Fleadh was, what any event was. So it's, you're explaining what to expect. You're explaining that, yes, of course, there probably is still a bit of nervousness among people. And, it won't definitely be what it could have been in 2020, but it's definitely going to be the best we can possibly make it for 2022. It's just, I suppose, there is still an underlying nervousness, but definitely an appetite for it, an enthusiasm for it, and great community spirit and support. So well done, Newcastle West.
And I have to say, one thing about it, for those that go and attend, it is such a fun atmosphere and it's such a great place to be, even if you're just strolling around and taking it all in. But as you mentioned there, economically, this is huge for Newcastle West and the surrounding areas, because it will bring in lots of money. It will bring in lots of business. Everyone is going to be so busy across the entire Munster Fleadh. So it is huge economically as well.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And I suppose, there is costs then from the point of view of organising it, the organising committee, that are sometimes very difficult to explain, but they're there, obviously have to be covered. But economically, yes, it will bring a buzz to the town and it will bring people. So when you have footfall, you're going to have people spending in the shops, spending in the town, and which is brilliant. Post-COVID, everyone wants this. So it definitely will bring business to the town. Yeah.
It is a great location. I was in Newcastle West recently, and there's so much on offer, and I love the way everything's kind of just walking distance as well. It's famous for its boutiques. We know that much. I know people that travel from all across Ireland just to travel to the boutiques, and it's building such a great name for itself. And as you mentioned, West Limerick as well. It's a great side of Limerick for promoting itself for everything that's happening now. And I think it's a huge opportunity for Newcastle West now. You're going to have camera crews there, some of the top musicians from all over coming to the Fleadh. So, it's a great way to, I guess, put music on the map for West Limerick.
Absolutely, and you hit the nail on the head. Newcastle West is a great town for it. You've got the square, you've got the castle. And when we were designing the programme of events that that were going to happen around Fleadh, we were very conscious to use those facilities and bring some music into the town, you know, as much as we could as well. Because the competition side is obviously the bread and butter of the event, but we were conscious to kind of build events around that, you know, and the gig rig is a big part of that. You know, there'll be a couple of hours of free open air entertainment there down the castle grounds, you know, on the Thursday and Friday night. And we were very conscious, you know, to give that family vibe, or, you know, I suppose as well, as Annette mentioned, the whole COVID setup, you know, there's still a bit of uncertainty and a bit of unsureness still. And I think outdoor entertainment is a good way to go. We're also hoping on the Saturday afternoon to run a street entertainment competition where groups could enter to compete in this competition, and that's also hoped to bring music to the streets of Newcastle West. You know, but I think the West Limerick music does speak for itself. You know, I'm not far from this neck of the woods originally. It's very strong style of music back here, and there's a very strong culture, particularly around the Rang groups and stuff, which we're featuring as well, and that culture is very strong.
And I think it's important as well for people to know that are from surrounding areas that there are buses as well that are running. I mean, I know the Green Bus runs out by Newcastle West, and there's a local link as well, isn't there?
Yeah, but I also think, you know, in different people ringing from the different counties saying, you know, we've got through, we're just checking about accommodation and so on and so forth. A lot of families are coming down to make a weekend of it because there is so much, you know, Newcastle West is a good location and has a lot to offer. There is now the Greenway, there is Fleadh, which is a renowned walking cat, and definitely within the West Limerick, Newcastle West is a good focus and it's a good centre. And I think people are not just coming for the competitions, they're coming to enjoy the weekend, but I think they're going to make almost like a family staycation out of it. So, which is all good for West Limerick and good for Newcastle West. There is a lot to offer.
We're just hoping the weather will remain on our side for the weekend, because it's really atrocious. Yeah. I was laughing. We were laughing there when you mentioned the Green Bus, because I actually got the Green Bus out to Newcastle West today, and it's a very handy service. But there are other local services as well. Bus Air do run out here as well, you know, so, yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. I know it's going to be a superb event. I know we can't wait to get out there ourselves. We'll be travelling out from the city, but do remind us of the dates again for the Munster Fleadh happening in Newcastle West.
Yes, our official opening is on Sunday the 10th of July, and it runs until Saturday the 17th of July. So our competitions this year, just for your viewers, our competitions have been slightly altered due to the fixture of the All-Ireland hurling final on the Sunday. We don't know yet who's going to be in it, but we'll all smile away. So the dancing competitions are on Wednesday and Thursday, and the main music competitions will be on Friday and Saturday, the 15th and 16th of July.
But there are so many events sprinkled in around, you know, the dates. We have a fabulous, there's a local historian, John Cusson, who will be doing a lovely walking tour of the town. And there is so much, you know, historical, the castle in the town. So there's a lot of history in the town that John Cusson will relay to, you know, anyone who's interested in that. And again, we have a lovely lecture on the Tuesday with Louise Mulcahy that will attract huge attention. And there's singing nights, there's storytelling nights. There is fabulous events sprinkled in around the whole week. There's something for everyone. So hashtag the Fleadh goes west. Definitely.
Oh, well, Annette and Liam, I have to say, we are really looking forward to it. And I think it's great there too that you were working around the All-Ireland final, because I think what a great place to possibly go out and watch the match as well. You know, go out and soak up the atmosphere, listen to the music, see what's going on, and then also enjoy what we think and hope will, of course, be a Limerick All-Ireland final. But if not, I think everyone's going to want to enjoy the GA as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't think the people in West Limerick will be hoping to go out and watch the match anyway. I'd say they'll all be in their troves heading elsewhere. I have a feeling that they're hopeful for that anyway. But I suppose just to remind your viewers as well, like all the events, as Annette said, there's a huge programme of events built around the Fleadh, and you can get all the information on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. If you just put in Fleadh on the Moon, all that stuff will pop up. And our website also. Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned, we kind of wait for it, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to leave the link as well below for the website with all the events and everything that's happening. Newcastle West is going to be absolutely hopping for the week. It's going to be incredible, and let's hope that the sun does shine. And if not, we'll still make the most of it.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Meghann.